Welcome back to SnowRunner, guys, and this is the Kenworth W990, which is a project by Iceberg, of course in collaboration with the D&D modding team. Now, this truck is, right off the bat, extremely high quality, and we actually have a trailer pack to go ahead and take a look at with this truck. It's sort of a partner trailer pack for this truck, and of course I will be leaving a link in the description box down below to where you guys can check out this truck as well as the trailer pack on mod.io. Now, this truck, for example, at this point is the PC version, obviously because it has the logos on it and it is branded, but knowing the history of Iceberg and D&D modding's vehicles, there should be a console version in the works later on down the road, so that's definitely something that I am excited to check out at some point. So let's also go ahead and take a look at the interior, which is very, very highly detailed. You can see all the gauges there on the dash, not just the speedometer, not just the tachometer. You got the fuel gauge, you've got voltage, you've got oil, you've got temperature, you got just about whatever you might want, plus all of your auxiliary gauges over here, plus the switches for your lights, your hazards. You've got the glove box over there, you've got the controls for the air brake system, you've got all the cup holders. Even even the seats have a really cool texture on them that's meant to sort of replicate real world truck seats. You've got the sleeper back here, very highly detailed, sort of a little table, I guess, if you're going to, park at a truck stop and eat or whatever. You've got a little TV screen back there. Super, super cool, super well done. And let's go ahead and fire it up and see what we can do to it in terms of customization. Well, it fires right up. All the gauges work. Hold on, I'm gonna do that again. Did you see that? All right, let me start the truck up one more time. Watch the dash. Oh my God, watch the dash. Dude, that is so cool. That's incredible. I mean, that is insane attention to detail. All right, also, let's see what the horn sounds like. Okay, so it's basically one of the default horns, but it's one of the best sounding default horns, so I cannot at all fault him for choosing that one. Now, as far as the engines go, we have a 12.9 liter PACCAR MX-13, and then we have a 14.9 liter Cummins X-15. Now, this is going to be your S Plus engine. The other one is going to be your A engine. So we're going to go ahead and go with the S Plus engine. However, the A engine is definitely not going to be any sort of slouch by any means, and I'm sure it would still be able to get almost any job done. So we'll go ahead and throw that in there. And gearbox-wise, we have a stock 8-speed, high-range 10-speed, which oddly enough is what this truck came with. Then you have the off-road 6-speed, and it says the ultimate off-road 6-speed is not a marketing gimmick. This puppy will be the driving force through the most extreme roads, trails, or who knows what. Off-road 6-speed with manual low, which is basically going to be that variable low range where you can pick whatever ratio you want. And then the PACCAR 12-speed, and they've said that this is the ultimate balance between off-road capabilities and on-road luxury. This transmission will provide an exceptional, I almost said exponential, but exceptional balance between fuel economy and durability. So I'm probably going to start with the off-road 6-speed and then maybe migrate over to the 12-speed a little bit later. But let's see about the off-road 6-speed first off. Now we have the stock highway suspension, the raised suspension, and the Air Ride Active. Now, the Air Ride Active is definitely going to be what we'll go with. However, I just want to see if... Okay, so nothing is locked out if you go with the Active. That's what I was actually really, really curious about. So, potential tire-wise, at least as far as your starting tires go, you have the 49-inch Continental HSC1 TL, and then you have a 53-inch version of the same tire. And then mud tire-wise, you have the A-XLR, which is actually a really, really interesting-looking tread design. Then you have the same tire in 53-inch. Then you have the G-XLR, which is a lot more of a almost tractor tire type look, and you have that in 49 as well as 53, as well as a set of Michelin XZY3s in both 49 and 53, and as you can see right there on the left, it says that they have an excellent ice rating, so if you're going to be using this truck in, say, for example, the Amur region, Amur Oblast, definitely go with these because they're excellent in mud, they're also excellent on ice. And so if you're going to need to deal with snow and ice, that will absolutely be the option for you. Now, I think right off the bat, we're going to go with these, actually. So the A-XLRs. That seems to be a pretty good all-round setup. And now, winch-wise, we're going to do the... Whoa, wait, hold on. You have the autonomous heavy, stock, and then you have the Sherpa Stallion, a heavy-duty self-contained winch capable of achieving over 30,000 pounds of pulling power with a steel cable. Holy smokes, it's $21,500. It better be worth it. Diff lock is already on, and you've got the front-facing wedge cap, intake air filter, and tall twin wedge caps. Those always look good on just about any truck, at least in my opinion. Now, you have a log carrier front. You also have saddle high, saddle low, and repair spares. Where are the repair spares anyway? Is it just that box? Now, in terms of visuals, you have the sun visor, which is actually removable if you would rather not have it, but I think it looks really good. I think it definitely complements the look and feel of the truck. Then you also have the double raised beacons, which, once again, that is going to be a personal preference to you. I'll probably go ahead and put them on there, but I may not turn them on. And then front bumper-wise, you have the stock bumper, heavy duty, and then hinged, angled, defender, and heavy duty pipe. I actually really like the stock one. I think it looks really, really good. Although, the heavy duty bumper would definitely be the one I would use if I was going to use this truck in a little bit more of a off-road space where I didn't want to get caught on stumps and rocks and stuff like that, because as you can see, the stock bumper hangs pretty dang low. Now, custom stickers wise, you have the lion logo as well as the flaming lion logo. Either one of those are up to your choice. And then you have the muzzle exhaust, and then the dual capped muzzle exhaust, and then the stocks. So I'm going to go with the dual capped muzzle exhaust. And let's see. Oh, that's cool. Truck light logo. Wait a minute. That's literally like, we all know what logo that is. And then wheels wise, you have the heavy chipped rim and then the heavy steel rim. Okay. I actually really like these. They've got a little bit more of like a rougher, kind of weathered matte black look. And then, wow, everything in here is a custom color. So, whoa, there you go. That's definitely, once again, I wonder what that was inspired by. Big thonk. Let's see. So that's going to be a little bit more of a kind of like an almost OD green, but not quite. Then we have kind of a brownish tan color, a bright kind of off yellow, and then, oh, it actually looks really good in the blue. Really, really, really good. Looks really good in this color as well. Let's see. The white looks good. All the colors on this truck look really, really good. And at that point, I mean, it's up to you on which route you would like to go. But I think we all know which route we have to go. Yep. Now, we're going to go ahead and throw beans on the dash, of course. And accessories-wise, we have, of course, our entire lineup of accessories with really whatever you might want to throw in there. We're going to throw the autumn leaf in there this time. Windshield stickers. Let's see. Wheeler. Oh, that looks really cool. Out in the wilds, climber, and pretty much whatever you want to put on the windshield in terms of your standard assortment of windshield stickers. I'm going to go ahead and throw the out in the wilds one out there. And hood ornaments-wise, again, standard assortment of hood ornaments, but I don't know if I want to put the hood ornaments on this truck. That's kind of, once again, a personal preference thing. And now, we're ready to get outside the garage. God, this thing is like, okay, so I know that some of you guys may feel like the flames look super, super cheesy, and, you know, I can agree with you to a certain extent, but at the same time, the flames really, like, they almost, like, make it look like a toy truck, and not in a bad way. I don't say that in a bad way at all. I think it's one of those things where it's like, if you're in the mood for a design like that, I mean, go for it. Why not, right? Why not? So let's go ahead and now take a look at the trailers that come in this truck's companion trailer pack. Let's go ahead and rearrange ourselves just a little bit here. That way we're not going to get the trailers clipped onto that fence in the background. Let's see. There we go. And back it up. Not bad. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look here. Now, actually, so Delta Transport Semi-Trailer, that's definitely going to be your vehicle transport trailer, although you can haul 3 units of cargo on it, but I would once again definitely use that as a vehicle transporter. Let's see what we've got next. Delta Semi-Trailer Long Logs. That one is definitely going to get a lot of use, especially for me, because I really like using trucks like this for log hauling. And of course, I mean, the Super Heavy, you could totally use it if you wanted to. And then Delta Semi-Trailer Medium Logs. Again, that one, that's weird because it looks longer than the Long Logs trailer. Whoa, that's weird. Whoa, that's, wait a minute. Although, can that do 2 units of medium logs? Oh, I'd have to actually see. Delta 6-slot sideboard, that one's going to be very useful. Very, very, very useful. And let's see. Okay, that's all of those trailers that we actually have to look at. So now, I'm actually extremely curious to see what happens when we take this. Does this mean it can haul 2 units of medium logs? If that's the case, I am extremely curious and intrigued. I mean, it better. It's ridiculously long. All right, let's see. Medium logs. Where? Oh my god. Come on. Trailer does not support this cargo. Okay, so it's probably one of those things where it requires you to manually load it. You know what I mean? So let's see if the long logs work. Yeah, the long logs work fine. So for whatever reason, the medium logs have always been extremely temperamental, whereas the long logs are like, oh yeah, we're fine. We're good to go. Don't worry about it. Usually, his trucks don't really care for mud, and so we'll see how this one does. So far, it's doing a lot better than the last Iceberg truck I tested out here, and this is in high. That is tremendous. Let's see how it does in the very first mud lane. Give it a go. That's in high. That is wild. That is absolutely nuts. That's absolutely tremendous, dude. All right, low plus lockers on. Low plus doesn't really work. Got to put it in standard low with the lockers on, but even then, I mean, massive, massive performance. Incredible performance out of this truck even. Don't you think so, Beans? Because I do. Yeah, he thinks so too. God, it's actually performing so incredibly well. I am genuinely blown away by the amount of performance this thing has in the mud. That is like, that's more than enough performance for me to absolutely 100% be confident that this would get you through any hauling obstacle, or at least realistically, or, you know, relatively reasonably, any hauling obstacle that you might run into on a campaign map. That is a incredible performance, and it did a tremendous job with it. Now, let's give the dips obstacle a shot. So as we approach the dips obstacle, I'm going to go ahead and put it into low plus, turn the lockers on, and we'll see how it does through here with a load of lumber behind it, because that's going to be a proper test for the thing. Okay. Well, that didn't go very well. There we go. I feel like as long as we position ourselves diagonally enough in relation to these bumps, we might still be able to do it. We might still be able to do it. There we go. There we go. It's gonna take some strategy, especially if you're going through a section like this on a real campaign map, but as you can see, it's not like it can't do it. It's just more like it really requires that strategy, and it requires you to plan your route in advance, and as long as you do that, as long as you plan your route in advance and you're fairly patient, you're gonna make it through. Really impressive performance. Really, really, really impressive performance. There we go. I know we're going a little bit more straight on than I would like to on that one, but... Oh, easy. All right. Back it up. Ooh, yep. Planning error on my part there, because as you can see, if you basically focus a little bit too heavily on the straight ahead line, you're going to get yourself into trouble. You're going to get yourself into trouble pretty quick. It's always kind of a balance between making sure that you can make it through and making sure you don't roll over. Now let's see. We'll give it a little bit of a winch pull there. There we go. Still, once again, not quite diagonal enough. If you're going through obstacles like this with this truck, you have to make sure you have that diagonal approach, and you have to make sure it's like more diagonal than you think it needs to be. Otherwise, it will not work and you will get stuck. But once again, I'm sure a lot of people are going to like that because that's very realistic, and it really does force you to think realistically. So now, let's go ahead and swap the gearbox out for that 12 speed and head for the... Oh, there we go. Swap the gearbox out for that 12 speed and head for the bridge jump. Now, that 12 speed is going to be a ridiculous thing. Oh, bro! I switched the time and it starts raining. Don't you love it when it does that? It's like, oh, it's time for the rain. And I'm like, but I'd rather it not. And the game is like, too bad. Second, fourth, fifth, sixth. Come on. Oh, back down to fifth. Wow, 12 must be ultra high then. There's sixth. It doesn't want to shift up from 6th yet. There's 7th. There's 8th. Holy smokes. Back down to 7th. Just occasionally tapping the clutch. As long as you occasionally just tap the clutch on the uphills, you can get away with, like, you know, just really smooth shifts, even though you have a ton of gears. Fourth. Third. Third. Staying in third. Back into fourth. All right, come on. Bridge jump time. Fifth. Sixth. Seventh. Eighth. Ninth. 10th. 11th. That's very fast. Whoa! Holy smokes. Okay, so fully damaged suspension, fully damaged fuel tank, but it's still connected to the trailer, and it still runs, and it drives out. Oh my god. Well, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to let me know your thoughts and opinions on the video and the truck in the comment section down below. And if you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn those notifications on, and I will see you guys next time.